You didn't hear any of that, did you? That was my fault. Technical difficulties by me. Hello, once again, to another episode of the Sharpshooters. We are your hosts, John and Danny. Juicebox and Danny.
Get it right or pay the price.
You're right, I apologize. Once again, with his absence is our third host, Matt. Not here.
I was looking for him.
Sorry. So we must continue on without him, but I'm sure once he gets back, it'll be a nice little vacay and he'll be ready with some hot takes. But for now, you're just stuck with the two of us. What was that?
Firefly.
Was there a wizard in here?
It was a firefly.
Oh, man. All right. With that, it was a crazy week of wrestling. We have a lot to get into, so let's just get started. First off with our trivia question.
Sure. So, all right, I'm gonna give you a choice here. I have two.
Choice.
I have two questions.
All right.
And I feel like one is a little bit harder than the other. So, do you want to challenge yourself, or do you want to go with one that's maybe not easy, but just I feel like the easier of the two?
See, I'm down points. So for those of you that don't know, John's up on trivia 3-1 to 1. Juicebox is up on trivia. I'm gonna get stunner today.
For that, you're getting the harder question. No.
Juice. You know what? That's fair. I messed up twice. There's your decision.
Oh, okay. I was just kidding.
No, you're right. That's
All
what
right.
I get. I have to learn.
So my question this week is based on the original All In pay-per-view.
Oh, I'm so fucked.
I'm tempted to ask you both now, just now that I know that. But so your question is: Brandy Rhodes accompanied two people to the ring at the original All In. Who were they?
Cody Rhodes.
Correct. That's the easy one.
Oh, I want to say the name, but I don't know. It was too early for that, right? Awesome Kong, I feel like is incorrect. Oh, no. Not Awesome Kong. It was, what's his stupid name? Luther?
You going with Luther? Is that your answer?
Yes.
So that is incorrect.
Damn it. Tell me it wasn't Awesome Kong.
It is not Awesome Kong.
Okay,
you have to keep in mind the original All In was like way before All Out.
I know
before
that's
AEW even was a thing.
I know that's why Awesome Kong I got rid of, but I thought Luther.
No.
I thought Luther was in early with that because
the answer was Flip Gordon.
Flip Gordon.
She came out with Flip Gordon when he chased after Jay Lethal to try and win the Ring of Honor title.
Stupid Flip Gordon.
So.
Oh, another one for John.
It's another one.
God damn it.
All right, so I want just for the hell of it, I want to give you the.
This one doesn't count.
This one doesn't count, but I want to see.
Unless I get it right.
I feel like it's easier of the two, but so there's only one winner of the Money in the Bank contract that competed on the original All In pay-per-view. Who were they?
You said one.
Yes,
yeah.
There's only one person.
Oh yeah, it could be Geiger.
Who were they?
Only one winner could be on the original.
So that
who the fuck's
both a Money in the Bank winner
RVD didn't compete on the original.
and competed on All In. Only one person did it. And also, if you're with us and you're watching in chat, if you know the answer, you want to give us a guess, go for it. Let us know.
Oh. Jericho. No, Jericho didn't win it. That's stupid. Jericho didn't win it. Ray. Did Ray win? Did Ray win? Did Ray win Money in the Bank? Yeah, Ray won Money in the Bank. Ray Mysterio.
So Rey Mysterio did not win Money in the Bank.
God damn.
Kane did and cashed in on Ray. Maybe that's what you're thinking of. He also got thrown off a building once at Money in the Bank. Yes. James Ellsworth. No.
That's not.
Good try though. Good guess, but not James Ellsworth.
That's not a good guess. Don't.
I mean, it's a better guess than yours.
Don't reward that.
At least his person technically won. Grabbed the briefcase.
My guy wrestled on the original,
but he never won Money in the Bank. Good job, Tom. You win. You got the question wrong, but you're closer without trying. No, so the answer is Damian Priest. He wrestled.
Oh, because he just won.
He's a Money in the Bank winner.
No. I'm saying he just won it. I was thinking of older guys.
Just won it, and he competed as Punishment Martinez in the Battle Royal.
For sure. You're 100% right.
Which Flip Gordon won, and Brandy Rhodes. So it all tied in. It was all my all-in themed questions based on last week. But good try, Danny.
I'm never going to get these right. I don't know why I agreed to this.
I'll dumb my questions down next time. I promise. No, I thought that one was pretty.
That was
I thought
rude.
I thought it was close.
No, I like those. Those are good.
It really hampered on if you saw All In or not.
No, for
That's
sure.
really it. But good
No,
try.
for me, it's more how much did I pay attention when I saw All In.
That's fair. I mean, I wouldn't have known the answer to either of those probably if I didn't look them up myself. Actually, I probably would have known the Priest one. I would have known the Brandy one. I would have forgotten about Flip.
Yeah, that Flip one took me off.
So it's all good.
Fine.
Another one for me.
All right. So that puts you 4-1. Keeping in mind, Matt wouldn't have gotten these answers, so we have no problem not giving him the credit.
Whoa. Better hope he doesn't go back and watch these on our YouTube channel,
I ain't worried.
which y'all should also go check out if you want to catch up on any past episodes. Got them all up there for you to see, except for my AEW Fight Forever ones. Those were little sidebars.
Those are special ones.
They were B-sides.
Did we also create something else this week that they should?
Oh yeah. Well, I also have a Twitter account that I set up for the Sharpshooters. I'm still working on getting the name updated and approved and finalized. Right now, it's just the Sharpshoot with a bunch of numbers. So I'm working on getting it fixed. But yeah, once we have it finalized, I will definitely get the link out to everybody for you guys to also follow us on there for any updates throughout the week from yours truly.
All right. With that said, unfortunately, this past week in pro wrestling, there were two very monumental deaths for wrestling fans. Mr. Terry Funk and Mr. Bray Wyatt. So we obviously couldn't do a show without giving a little respect to the both of them. Unfortunately, we talked about it. We don't know as much, and this goes all the way back to our first episode with the tournament. With as far as Terry Funk goes, I wouldn't feel right like doing a best of or something without really knowing anything more than the Chainsaw Charlie stuff during the Attitude Era. And I know that he was much better than, just that small amount. So we just wanted to, give our respects to Terry Funk in that way. And Bray Wyatt, which we pretty much grew up, with and have been watching since day one in NXT and WWE and everything. We figured that's an easier one for us to give a top of and best of moments.
And just before we dive into the Bray Wyatt stuff, I mean, obviously they're both sad for their own reasons, passing on, but the Bray Wyatt one just hurts a lot more, I think, just based on age and situation. No offense at all, obviously, to Terry Funk, still sad, but I feel like he at least got to live, more
he
of
had
a
a career.
more of a full life and a career and, whatnot. So they both still hurt to lose, but the Bray one definitely hit hard, at least for me.
No, for sure. I mean, I cried on Friday when they aired that video package and then they showed the family. I was like, oh, I forgot. Like, he just had a kid.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like,
and then they
just
showed the rocking chair, and I was just like, done. Like, that's all I need to see. That's done.
like I feel like this one probably hit me the hardest out of any wrestler ever. Just saying, because like for Eddie and Benoit, like shitty circumstances. They're all shitty circumstances. What happened?
But we were like younger.
But like
too.
Eddie and Benoit, like I didn't know their full career. I wasn't that tuned into like wrestling and like everything before their time and whatnot. So I just think the Bray one.
Plus, once we found out what happened with Benoit, that changed everything anyway.
Yeah. So it just sucked.
And and Eddie, even I think at that age, we kind of knew Eddie had like a history of drug problems. So like his death, even though crazy and unexpected, was more of an explanation. Where Bray was just out of left field, like this guy who we thought was going to be around for decades just got taken from us and kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Not even the prime yet, I think.
Yeah, I mean, as we talk about our favorite Bray moments and matches, if you're here with us and you're hanging out, jump in the chat. Let us know. Let us know some of your favorites from him, some things you loved about Bray, matches that he had, moments in between the matches. Let us know. We'll talk about it here with you as well. Because obviously, just because it's been a few days doesn't mean hurt's gonna be any less. So just we're here with you. Let's chat. Let's hang out.
For a while.
So I'll go first. I'll dive in. The first one, I didn't rank them or anything like that. I just thought of three that popped in my mind. The first one was just Elimination Chamber 2017 when he won the WWE title. It was Cena, Styles, I think Miz, Corbin. Oh, who am I forgetting? Cena Styles, Miz, Corbin, and Bray, and someone else. Either
What
way,
year again?
was that
What year again?
2017? Either way, that one was awesome match on its own. Just great match, great moment for him to win the title. I feel like that might have been his first one. I think he only won like the WWE and the Universal once each, right?
Yeah.
Or at least the WWE ones.
Corbin, Ambrose, Miz, Cena, Styles, Wyatt.
I forgot Mox. Okay.
Mox, yeah.
Yeah, we don't use that name anymore.
Hey man, I'm just telling you what he was back then.
Yeah.
Who he was back then.
Yeah, so that was one. I definitely want to share that one. So.
Yeah, no, that was a awesome match. I think we all kind of was like waiting for that moment for him to win a WWE title, and that was just a great match. And he was a monster in it, so that's when they really just let him be like, oh, man, he was so good, so goddamn good. My favorite moment / match was the lead up to the first Cena feud and Payback in like I think 2014 also around then when he started doing the got the whole world in my hands stuff.
Okay.
Oh man, that stuff to me was just like I recognized the song right away. I was like, this is just the creepiest take on it. It's Cena. Then he got the kids doing it to Cena. I was like, I'm terrified. Like this is scaring the shit out of me. I'm not sure what we're gonna do. And then that match with Cena, I hated that Cena won, of course, because it's Super Cena back then. Blah blah blah. But that match was so dope. It was such a good match for Payback too. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, that was such a good feud. And I'll never forget like that kid singing "Got the Whole World in My Hands." I was like,
Gotcha.
Children of the Corn shit.
Yeah, my next one. Pretty sure it was the same year as the Chamber. I think it was the next pay-per-view.
This was 2014.
Well, no, mine. Like,
oh, my bad.
My pick. Sorry, the 2017 it was Mania 33. When they did Bray versus Orton. I loved that whole feud, that whole storyline. Honestly, that was probably my favorite time of Bray personally, because I wasn't really watching too much like early Bray when he debuted and they were feuding with the Shield and all that stuff.
Oh, it's funny because that's my national.
Yeah, no, I know I've seen certain stuff now, but the week to week that wasn't really I wasn't watching much yet. So yeah, I loved that feud with Orton. That one in particular. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was the one where they did like the overhead shot with like the worms on the screen.
Yeah, that was so weird. And for some people, it took away from the match.
Yeah, I mean a little bit, but it works for Bray. And
the match was great.
I liked the match, and I remember as long as a lot of other people thought they were going to go that year. I still think they were going to at some point. That it was going to be a 4-way because Styles and Harper were really involved in that feud.
Yes,
like they were like, because I mean Bray beat Styles last person in the Chamber. And I think Harper and Orton fought 1-on-1 the month before.
Yep.
At the Chamber. So I thought it was going to be a 4-way between all of them. I thought it was going to be awesome. Give Harper that moment. Not to win, but to be in there. And they just changed it. And they put AJ with Shane, I think. And Harper didn't do anything. So, I don't know. Match was still great, but I really wish they did the Fatal 4-way. So, that's my second.
No, funny that you just said the Shield versus the Wyatt family. Like, I loved it to the point where I made our producer watch it. Like, I found every like week to week segment, every like little match, and every lead up to the pay per view, and I was just like, "This is what like pro wrestling's all about. This is exactly the kind of storytelling I want to see. This is such, excuse me, such good promos and stuff between both of them. Like that was when they let Dean Ambrose or Moxley, sorry, but back then Dean Ambrose. I gotta say it's okay. That's when they let Ambrose like actually just like talk on the mic, and then him and Wyatt were having some great classic stuff. And then Roman started really coming out of his shell then with like learning how to go a little bit in the matches. It was just such a good feud, and like weeks and weeks of build up to it, and everyone like literally I think the match started with just the 6 of them facing off, and the crowd just chanting like, "This is awesome, fight forever," and they haven't even touched, and the crowd was just losing their mind. It was such a good build for it. One of my favorite matches, like, ever.
Nice.
I loved it.
Nice. Yeah, and the last one I wrote down, I went with Danielson versus The Fiend at the Royal Rumble in 2020.
Yeah.
That was the strap match that they had, like right before the lockdown and everything like that. Really no specifics, just a really great fun match. So that's my third one.
Yeah, my last one actually is surprisingly, I really enjoyed the second Cena match at WrestleMania with COVID, the cinematic match. I know you didn't like it.
I don't like most cinematic matches.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it's not a Bray
But
thing. Just
no, I thought they did it well. I thought like all the storytelling they did, like intertwining and stuff, and it was just weird. Like it was another weird Bray Wyatt thing, and you could tell like he just ran with it, and it was just I don't know,
yeah,
kind of fascinating.
no. And for what it's worth, for what it's worth, I'm sure you know this, but I think recently or last year, Cena in an interview, I think he called it like his most grateful moment or like his favorite moment of his career. I think they asked him like what he was most grateful for or his favorite little thing, and he called it was before obviously the Bray stuff.
Yeah.
He said like that match was it. So
Interesting.
I think that's really cool. I mean, it was an entertaining like segment, but again, nerd, glasses and everything. If it's a match, it's not a match.
Yeah, it's not a match.
So whatever. That's why I just didn't really care for it as a match, but still entertaining.
No, moment. This is one of my favorite moments.
All right, yeah, we'll go with moment. Okay.
All right. So yeah, no, that's just a few. If you guys have any more you'd love to add, please put it in the chat, or even if you see it on the replay, put a comment, post on wherever you see us, and we'd be glad to keep talking about it. I mean, we'll talk about this next week as much as you guys want. If you want to continue the conversation, loved Bray Wyatt. Very sad that just so sudden. It's crazy. And then once you heard all the story about like just how he died, it was just like, oh man, that's even worse. So with that, we're gonna move on to some lighter moments. Back to some of our weekly segments. Where is Matt at?
Still in Italy.
Still in. Are we supposed to giveaways? Look.
Yes. The GPS
what
coordinates.
What if the fans are trying to like find him?
GPS coordinates are. We'll put it in the chat for you. We'll let you know. It's too long to say it. Yeah, he's still away. He's still not here.
I wouldn't bother him though. Just if you happen to be in Italy, say hi. But
oh yeah, take a picture. Bother him the whole time.
He'd probably love that actually.
Yeah.
But no, this is our weekly segment where we kind of catch up. Where Matt, who watches probably the least amount of wrestling out of the three of us during the week, kind of catch him up on stuff. While he's not here, we'll still catch him up on stuff because we know he watches this because he's such a little fan like the rest of you.
We're here to fill you in.
We got you, Matt. So, like we said, huge week of wrestling. Building up to one of the greatest pay-per-views I think I've ever seen. But we're going to save the pay-per-view for the end of this. Start off with, I'll touch on a few things from WWE really quick. I think the Raw segment, the Raw match with Gunther and Chad Gable was actually a lot better than I expected it to be. I really thought Gable was going to lose and having like a count-out victory so the title doesn't change hands, but he's technically the first person to beat Gunther. And it was actually like a really good match. It's going to be interesting to see. Probably they're going to hopefully lead up to a match this weekend at Payback, but that hasn't been announced yet, so don't know.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. My only problem with it was I don't mind the finish at all. I just think Gable acting like such a geek and being hyped that he won that way. Like it's just like it's for the title. You didn't win the title. Just
yeah,
now.
but you know why he did it because he's at the hometown. So like he won.
Was it his hometown?
Didn't they say it was hometown, or was that the week before?
I don't think it was his hometown. Either way, hometown or not, like he shouldn't be. Like that made me feel like when Luger won by DQ and didn't win the belt and they threw the fireworks. No, it's the same kind of thing. Like you won, but you didn't win. You didn't win the belt. Like why are you so happy? Like I would have been like. He could have been a little like happy and but then like I don't know. It was just too much. It was too like tone deaf on like the idea of like you didn't win the belt. So that's the only thing I would have done.
That's fair.
I would have had him act a little different. That's just me nitpicking though. Match was great though.
That's what I'm saying. I like the match.
Match was great. I like the finish.
The finish was really good.
I just don't like the way that he was presented after. That's all.
That's totally fair. I can see that. Yeah. That was really my only takeaway for that. SmackDown wasn't too crazy about the quote-unquote tribute show. I think compared to like what they've done in the past for like Benoit and Eddie, it kind of fell flat a little bit. That's unfortunate, but it was something for him, so I'm not going to shit on it too much.
Yeah, it had had a good start. They did a 10 bell, they did everyone out there and whatnot, and it was a good tribute. And then the very end was a good tribute, but just like everything in the middle just felt the same.
Yeah.
And then one of the things I want to talk about, that Terry Funk hardcore match, awful. Terry
Yeah.
Funk,
That was such a
like
bad match.
the body's still warm. I wouldn't have been surprised if he came back from the dead. If he just came back and slapped Vince and Triple H in the fucking face.
Yeah, that match was so bad.
It was bad. It wasn't even a hardcore match. Like, don't even call it a Terry Funk match or a hardcore match or whatever. Like, they did no weapons. All they did was use a table at the very end, and that was it. It was just terrible. Like, I mean, I know they're not going to do blood and anything, but like, no kendo sticks, no chairs. Didn't feel like
yeah,
all
you can
hardcore.
still do a bunch of back shots or whatever. Like, it doesn't have to always be like to the head to cause
Listen,
blood.
I hate to be dramatic, but they should be ashamed of themselves. Like, going
No, it
out
was
there
really
knowing
bad.
like the four of them in there, like they probably were stuck in that position. But fuck, that's terrible.
Really, really bad.
Awful.
No, I agree. Especially compared to literally what, like 3 hardcore matches on the pay-per-view.
Well, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that was nuts. And then Dynamite was good. Dynamite and Collision were good go home matches for the pay-per-view. I think they helped set up a lot for All Out. So I really liked I think the whole week was pretty much, except for SmackDown, the whole week was pretty much real good wrestling. I really enjoyed it. But I really want to talk about All In. All In was so freaking good.
Yeah, no, we'll get there. We'll get there. Just a few more things I wanted to just bring up really quick. So John Cena is going to be on SmackDown for the next 2 months. It's going to be on every week.
Yeah, that's crazy. I thought it was only going to be for this week.
Nope.
When you told me that was nuts.
Yeah, he's going to be on the next 8 weeks, every week on SmackDown. And I'm just really curious what they're going to do with him. Like, it's one thing to bring him in once and do a match and that's it, but like, you gotta wonder if he's gonna do anything more, like in terms of a story, like really dive into a specific feud, or just be like, open challenge every week.
Well, I mean, he's gonna be here for. I hope it's not gonna be something dumb like they put him for the title feud, because there'd be pointless for that, especially with no Roman.
I think he's just there to bridge the gap for Roman.
But I want to see.
And for what it's worth, he's the best part. For what it's worth, I don't think they're that stupid, but he may not even be used on TV. He may just be there live to do stuff to get people to come, and then do like a dark match after or a promo.
That would be.
He may not even end up on TV.
No, that'd be so dumb if they wasted that opportunity.
It would be, but yeah.
Well, they got after Payback, they got Fastlane in October and Survivor Series in November. So if he's still around for Survivor Series, they could definitely build something up for that.
Based on the schedule, as of right now, he's not. So I don't think Survivor Series.
So it would just be Fastlane.
Unless they really throw a Payback thing in there, but yeah, it's probably just Fastlane at this point. Yeah, we'll see. I just wanted to mention.
Yeah, that. I feel like Payback would be too soon for him to get it on the card.
I thought it was interesting that he's like back for a while, so we'll see. But yeah, and then the last thing I wanted to talk about before we jump into All In was, did you see the WWE NFL title belts that were put online this morning?
Oh God, they were so bad.
So they're on a WWE shop right now, and you can order. I think it's like $500, $550.
It was so disturbingly bad.
A title belt. Each one is a different NFL team. Now, the reason I bring it up, have you heard about this or no?
I'm not sure.
All right, well, probably not then, if you know what I'm talking about.
Depends what you...
So take this as you will. There's 2 sides to it, so who knows which one is true. So they put all 32 teams up on the website to sell. And apparently, according to Fanatics, the Jacksonville Jaguars ones sold out immediately and were pulled off of the website. Now, for those that don't know, the Jacksonville Jaguars are owned by Shad Khan, father of AEW owner Tony Khan. So, again, they're claiming they sold out. They're claiming they sold out and they were taken off the website because of that. I don't know.
Maybe Daddy Khan really was just like, I want all these belts for the players.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I just found it very peculiar that
that's really funny.
They're the only team that didn't.
Those belts are terrible.
Yeah, they're ugly.
Those belts are so bad.
It's the copy paste. But are we blurry? I don't know. I can't tell if that's us or
not.
Yeah,
is that because I'm moving around too much? That's my fault. All right, I do that.
Let's just fix our camera. Give you that 4K HD quality.
What?
Oh, there we go. And we're back. Thank you for letting us into your homes.
My apologies. I gotta stop moving.
So yeah, that's all I wanted to bring up about the belts. I saw that this morning and thought it was very interesting. So take that as you will.
Yeah.
But,
Didn't you also want to bring up a match? The TNA match.
yeah, it's just a match I saw on TNA, and that was Samurai Del Sol versus Chris Sabin. It's just a TV match, but I thought it was really solid. I mean, shit crowd, but a decent, fun match. If you have a chance to check it out, it was on Impact last week. And if you don't know, Samurai Del Sol is also known as Kalisto from his WWE days. So it was solid. That's all. Just wanted to bring that up. Yeah, we can dive into All In now. So the big show, so to speak. So I'll bring
Such
up.
a good show.
I'll bring up the card. I thought it was fantastic. We got what's up, guys? Yo, Harley, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Just in time. We're here to talk about All In. We just got to it. We're starting from the very beginning. Now, before we dive into the matches, did you catch all of the 0 hour, or you jumped
No,
in?
I only caught the second hour. I didn't know there was a 2 hour, 0 hour.
Neither did a lot of people.
Which is very strange, yeah.
Yeah, but they kicked off with a contract signing between Miro and Hobbs for their match at All Out, which went pretty standard, pull apart brawl, blah, 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 all that
Of
stuff.
course.
And then they did a segment where the Jarretts came out, talk trash, and then out came Paul White, Anthony Ogogo, and Grado from the UK, and they beat up the Jarretts, and everyone was all happy about it.
I just love how Anthony Ogogo is all of a sudden a good guy now.
It just
When did that happen?
The hometown pop. That's all it was.
Crazy.
But yeah. So that was a 0 hour. No matches on the first hour part. But we can dive into. Do we want to share our results right away before we dive in? Our picks.
I was just not pick by pick. We can just kind of like talk about that when we go. I was just gonna say our overall.
Yeah, we can just
stats.
do overall.
So Sal, who we thought were making some crazy picks last week, made the best picks out of all of us. Went 7-4 with his picks. Pretty nice. So overall, Sal's at 11-8 now. Still third best, but still big. Caught up a lot.
Yeah.
Juicebox went 5-6. Unfortunately, the lowest out of the three of us.
It's
Crazy.
Right. It's all right.
And he is in second place.
I stuck with my guts. I didn't change any of my picks.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't. Not from when we did the stream.
Didn't you change?
No, I stuck with my gut. Remember, I sent you. I was like, I'm not changing anything.
You chose Blackpool Combat Club. Right?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I didn't change any. I debated, but I stuck to my guts.
Right. I changed. Neither one of them helped, or one of them might help. So second place is Juicebox at 12-7, and then I went 6-5 last week, so I'm overall still in first place at 13-6.
We're all within one.
All within one. It was crazy.
I love it.
I wound up changing to Blackpool Combat Club. We had said, Santana and Ortiz are the mystery partners. Definitely going to pick them. How wrong we were. And then the FTR Young Bucks. Once I saw another promo, I was like, all right, I don't like the way the Young Bucks are presenting as like the heels now and stuff. I really think FTR is going to win it. So that really swayed my vote. Even though I almost went back to the Bucks. But luckily I did not. So that's fine. So cool. So let's go into it. Great pay-per-view. I think the first shocker of the night was literally the first match. Could not believe that they won the ROH Tag Team Championships. I was pretty confident that they were not.
Yeah, there was a million different ways it all could have gone, depending on each result. Like, they could have played it so many ways, which is obviously a good storytelling. It's a good setup. But for me, the second that it ended and they won, I told the people I was hanging out with for the show, I said, MJF's retaining. Like, I knew it right there. As soon as they won the titles, I knew Cole wasn't gonna win.
Yeah, of course.
At least me personally.
No, for sure.
I knew Cole wasn't gonna win the belt. I knew MJF was gonna retain. So, while I got that one wrong with my picks, I knew MJF was gonna win later on. So
yeah.
Great, nice fun opener though. It did its job. Got the crowd hyped.
Yeah, it was real good. Good match. Can't complain about it.
Yeah. After that, we have the FTW Championship match. We have Hook defeating Jack Perry.
So that's one of the matches that we had to pick off the air because they announced it literally the day before the pay-per-view. So we wound up picking, myself and Sal picked Hook, and Juicebox picked Jungle Boy. Jack Perry now. My apologies. Getting everyone's name wrong tonight. Yeah, I kind of figured the payoff had to be just take the belt off Jack Perry so you could kind of move on because like the FTW belt wasn't going to do anything. It just was a quick storyline to get a belt on him, yada yada yada. So I figured they were taking the belt off him. I don't know if it had anything to do with whatever backstage stuff was happening, but
No,
I just assumed that was going to happen
I mean
regardless.
we'll see where it goes, but I that was probably the one decision of the night where I wasn't really crazy about it. I get Hook getting his win back, only has one loss, we want to protect him, but I just don't think Jack should have lost there. At least I don't think the match should have even happened at this show. Personally, on the 0 hour,
I do feel like they rushed the
I would have
match
saved it for all that. I mean,
at the
the
very
whole
least. Yeah,
story seems rushed, even from the turn back at Forbidden Door.
I agree.
So I don't know. I don't mind him being a heel. I don't mind like what they're doing. I just think they're doing it like one too quick and two the beats are off. I don't know. So
Yeah,
something about that's just off for me. But yeah, that was the kickoff, the 0 hour rather. So now we can dive into the actual show, the main show. Kicked off with CM Punk versus Samoa Joe for the Real World Championship. I loved it.
banger. I mean,
Just great.
great match.
Um,
Right person went over.
Punk was hamming it up the whole time. They were doing the Hogan spots. Him missing when Joe walked away, just flopped like a dead piece of meat. It's just awesome. Um, yeah, just a fun, great match. Punk going through the table was awesome.
Yeah, that was crazy. I've never seen a spot like that.
The way he kind
That
of
was, and then he just flipped him off.
right
Like
in there.
that was so. I mean, classic Samoa Joe, like badass. That was so dope.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was never seen that spot before.
And the crowd was
Literally
loving
could say that.
it. They were going in on Punk. They were having fun
Mhm.
with it. Just great match. Probably my second favorite of the night. I would say probably my second favorite of the night.
I think my
Is-
third.
Yeah. Either way, I love that one. My favorite one was the main event. That was just great.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting there.
All right. Then after that, we had.
We have Bullet Club Gold versus the Golden Elite in a 6-man tag.
So, like I told you, I don't think I was upset about any of the matches I got wrong, but this match I was happy the way they played out, and like I understood, like I think it benefited the story that the heels won. I was just so shocked that the heels won.
And it's funny, like I was mad at myself after the fact because I should have remembered this or caught it, but during the scrum, Don Callis even said he's like, since I left Kenny, he hasn't won.
Yeah.
And I'm mad I didn't think of that when I was making my.
Oh, that's fair.
Because if I was making picks and I remember that, I would have been like, no, they're not winning here. Like, and I don't even know if he's gonna win this Sunday, but this Saturday, but Sunday. We'll get to it though. But either way, I just I'm okay with the result. I liked it and getting rolled up quickly. But the second that happened, and they announced the next match, I was like, shit, Young Bucks are winning. When they just had the Elite lose.
You thought?
When the Elite just lost.
That's so funny.
And then they were going to the Bucks. I was like, no way, they're gonna have Bucks, the Elite, all them lose 2 in a row. I was like,
so funny.
So my mind was like, shit, that's it. FTR's not gonna win. But
that's great.
Yeah. Oh, before we get to it though, I did think that Coda still looked a little rusty.
Yes, I think he looked in better shape, but still not in ring shape. Like he slimmed down a little bit.
He looks great, but like in the ring, just he's missing like steps.
No, for
he's
sure.
got to be in there more often and get reps.
Yeah, like he went for that move on the outside, the moonsault.
That's what I'm. Yeah.
And that was just what he had to kind of just like sit on him to like make up for it. Like that was a real big flop.
By the way, anyone here in chat, if you're hanging out with us as we're going through the show, if you have thoughts on All In, things that you liked or didn't like, throw them in chat. Let us know. We'll definitely talk about it and share your thoughts. For anyone that can't see the chat, we will reiterate it back to them so they can hear it.
Yeah, we're going in match order based on Wikipedia. So if you want to figure out what's going to be next, so you can talk about whatever match.
I mean, it's the match order. It's just I have it written on Wikipedia. That's all.
Just so they know where we're looking at.
Yeah. So the next match,
FTR versus Young Bucks. Yes. I think my favorite FTR versus Young Bucks match. I think it was such a solid. It was so good. They got me like 4 or 5 different times where I was just like, oh man, I should have picked the Young Bucks. Oh man, I should have picked, like, he kicked out of that. Oh, the Young Bucks are going to win right now. Like, every single kick out was, I love getting got like that. I really enjoyed it.
So I feel like I need to watch it again because like I just said, my mentality the whole time.
You were so like
my
blinded
mentality
with, like,
the whole time.
they're gonna win.
The whole time I was just like, shit, they're winning. So I enjoyed it, but like for me, the first half of the match didn't really do much. Like it kicked in the high gear. I liked the end, like the last half of the match.
That's so funny.
So I owe that one a rewatch. I didn't
so
not
funny.
like it, but for me personally, I've always enjoyed. I enjoyed.
You didn't give it a chance.
No, I gave it a chance. It just my brain was kind of like, ah, shit. That's all. So yeah, still good, but
No, I loved it. I loved it. I thought it was such a good match. I'm glad FTR won. They're really just that's their second
top guys.
best of feud, pretty much, right? Because
Blah blah blah.
they beat the Briscoes
Blah,
and now
blah.
they beat them.
It's cash. Are we gonna get flagged for gun use on stream?
Uh-oh. Producer.
Got the Glock. It's a kill shot. It's a kill shot. Whatever.
All
right. What were you saying now?
Next match.
Oh, next match. I thought you were asking me a question. Oh no, you said their second favorite or second best feud. Or something.
I said now that's the second feud they've won, which is like the best of greatest tag team kind of match.
I loved FTR Briscoes.
Yeah, I think
three
it was better than this.
This trilogy, like
it was more forced, and they did it for like the TV spots, or whatever. Yeah. Granted, but
yeah. Next up, Stadium Stampede,
yeah. Which I think might have been my second favorite match of the night. I really like Stadium Stampede. I thought it was good. I love the way they made Orange Cassidy look. Like I didn't think they were gonna make him look that much of a badass, and he just came out of that match looking like a monster.
The glass in the jar with the tape was awesome.
That was great.
That was nuts.
Because I forgot what was in the jar, so I'm just like, what the hell is he doing? Like, the hell's the masking cape gonna do right now?
Yeah, he just shattered the bottle.
Oh my god, man, that was so cool.
That was dope. I did like. Did you catch the Titantron for Best Friends when they came out? It was the Best Friends like stick figures, and Trent is holding a skull and a spinal cord.
Oh, is it Yuta?
With the blood, and then on the other side it's just the body stick figure with blood, and on there's a little arrow pointing at the head, and it's like Yuta's head, and the other one just says Yuta's body.
That's awesome.
And it was so stupid.
I didn't catch that.
It's so funny.
That's great.
If you can go back and find it or look online,
for sure, I'm gonna go.
It's really funny. But I thought the Penta costume change was dumb. It just didn't know. I feel like it didn't hit at all. Like they were like, everyone's gonna get this, and it's the different Penta.
No,
I don't think Penta Screw or whatever. You didn't.
Yeah, he didn't. It wasn't necessary.
Like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I don't even think he ever wore all red when he was that Penta.
No, he was all black.
Yeah, so like, just I wouldn't have even done it. I wouldn't have even done it. I thought he was legit hurt.
No, I agree.
I liked them fighting in the Royal Box.
That was so dope.
That was cool.
That was so cool.
What else? I said when I was watching it, I was hoping that when Sue was driving up in the van, I hoped it wasn't Sue. I wanted it to be Danielson. Like in a new, because the van got destroyed. So I just wanted to be Danielson rolling up and be like, nah, it's not Sue, you assholes.
No, that was so dope. That was, I mean, you can't have it without Sue, though. Yeah.
Well, then Mox kissed Sue. He grabbed her and just kissed her right in the van.
And then he paid for it.
It's nice. Good for instantly. Him. He shot his shot.
He did that spike thing in the head again, man. That was so gross.
He had to save it, though. I think Penta forgot to take the thing off. There was a tie around it, and Penta or Mox, one of them was supposed to take it off before they did it.
Yeah.
So for a while, the whole thing just stuck, and Mox had to like pop it off to like make them do that.
That was crazy.
Still cool, but I think one of them just forgot in the moment to pull that thing off. But yeah, dope match. That is how you do a Terry Funk hardcore tribute.
Yes, for sure. That's the first thing I thought. I was like, that's a hardcore match. That was for Terry.
I loved Blackpool Combat Club's jackets that they wore, the little petticoats or whatever. Peacoats. Yeah.
And I think you could tell Santana and Ortiz aren't going to be a tag team. If they stick with AEW, they're not as a tag team.
Dude, Ortiz, like when he came out, he looked like he was just like, he was totally caught in the moment. Like he had no like emotion on his face. He just came out and looked like a fan in the crowd, just looking around like, wow.
Shit, there's 80,000 people.
Yeah, he wasn't hyped at all. He was probably hyped, but like just
they were stunned and
totally lost in the moment when they came out.
No,
like,
for sure.
You know?
No, that was a great match. I really, really enjoyed it.
And that's the thing. Good for a lot of them. Like a lot of them haven't had something like that before.
In the post-scrum, they were asking Adam Cole what's the most he's performed in front of. And I thought he was to say like a big number.
Well, he said in the UK.
In the UK, you're right.
Still though, still the most ever they wrestled in front of 2K.
2000.
Yeah, still
Crazy.
All right, next one we have the women's 4-way.
And literally said it once I saw Soraya's entrance. I was like, shit, picked the wrong person. Like, should have known. Should have pulled Matt and been like,
yeah, well, I think,
hometown hero.
I think the whole thing was that she was just not like, I don't say cold, but she wasn't really hot. Like, she was kind of just there
for sure
the whole time. So everybody's eyes were kind of, you know, Britt was like the red herring, being so loud and me. I was here the first 4 ways. I think they were. It was a misdirect. They were definitely putting.
They got me. I picked Britt.
I never thought Tony was gonna get it because Tony was shifting. But that's the thing. Again, it's one of those things where you look back and you think about his booking. Like, they were getting you ready for Tony to leave with this new character. So like, you should. It's things like that when you look back, you're like, I should have known.
Yeah,
should have known they were doing.
No, that was a great breakup of the 3 of them. Well, at least one of the 3 of them.
It's coming.
With but I think it's all
facing
done.
Stat
for sure
next week. I think it's coming.
Especially just the way the match ended with her spraying Tony. Like,
yeah.
But no, that was a great match. Good for her. I'm glad her mom got involved. That was like a dope little little whatever you call that on the side. So I really liked the match too. I liked every match. I'm gonna say that all night.
Yeah, everything hit. So
I think every match was
next up we have the coffin match,
which was another one that was so good.
Darby is awesome.
Darby is a sick man.
I haven't
sick man.
Yeah, I don't have them like really officially ranked in my head or anything, but like I'd probably put Darby in my top 5 like right now.
He's so good.
Going.
And Sting honestly is just having a great he is just training right for every match. Like, you can tell he's putting it out. I hate Tony Schiavone. I hate Tony Schiavone for doing that.
It's awful.
They even say he's like I think Jake Roberts did that better than you, Tony. He's like, I don't care.
Oh, you mean Justin?
I said Jake Roberts.
Yeah.
The Snake, Jake the Snake Roberts is the announcer. You didn't know that?
Yeah.
Wait, sorry, really quick, because that just reminded me. We didn't talk about it at all. When JR, back to the Golden Elite match really quick, when JR was like, why is everything golden? I don't get. And they're just like, well, he's the golden star. And then you just hear like crickets from JR.
I did, speaking of that, since we're back on that match with JR. So another thing JR said, when Kota Ibushi was going at it, JR was like, oh, this hot young talent. I'm like, Kota's 41. Like, it's not really a hot young talent anymore. I'm sorry. Like, so yeah, I love JR, but sometimes
that was too funny. Sorry, I just remembered that. I had to say
you're
that.
good. You reminded me of the Kota line.
That's so funny.
Thank you,
JR. All right, what match were we just on?
We were on Coffin, but
Coffin match.
It was
fantastic.
great. I don't think we have anything to really talk about.
The only thing we were joking about is like they kept sticking their limbs out at the end, and then I don't know if anyone noticed, but Swerve's hair got stuck.
The dreads.
Right, really quick, and then he pulled them back in, so it was fine. But yeah, I'm glad they're continuing the Nick Wayne AR Fox story a little bit, and it wasn't just like all right, AR Fox, Darby forgave you, so I'll forgive you kind of thing.
Yeah.
So at least that's gonna be a feud that makes sense, because that was gonna be so stupid if Nick Wayne was like, yeah, you broke into my house and kicked the shit out of me, but I've forgiven you for no reason.
Right. I've shared it with a few people. Don't know if I shared it with you yet, but I want to make it official on here in case it happens. My hot take, my hot prediction, I think Nick Wayne is going to end up joining Dark Order.
You did tell me that, and I would love if that happens.
I think that's where it's going to go.
So, and I love that Dark Order is becoming like a cool faction again. They're doing shit with them.
Well, I hope they do.
Because that's fair.
I can't lie and remember when they did this, but they did this same kind of promo once before, where they said they were going to rebuild and be new, and they didn't do anything with it.
Yeah, but they weren't doing the matches.
Well, that's the thing. This time's a little different. So I have faith, but they've made this promo before, and nothing's changed.
That's true. So you gotta hope.
Yep. But next up we have the trios match with the Acclaimed and the House of Black. Oh no, I skipped Ospreay Jericho.
Oh, Ospreay Jericho was such a good one.
Ospreay Jericho.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, again, that was one of those matches where I think we all kind of knew Ospreay was gonna win, just like how, and I think he started off right away with that moonsault to the outside that just hit Jericho picture perfect. And I was like, oh man, I just gotta see how he finishes up. Like, this is fantastic.
I think it delivered. I think, and then, that's the thing. I mean,
I wonder if they're gonna sign him.
I think so at this point. Looking over, because United Empire is already there.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'll happen.
They just have to wait till his contract. What, 2 years? 1 year?
No, it's January. They said.
Did you say
Or
January
he said,
2025?
no, he said 6 months.
6 months. That's
Which
what it was.
is like February, March.
Yeah, you're right.
So yeah, I think they're gonna do it though. But you know, and it's funny looking over the Wikipedia page. Like I didn't keep track of it during the show, obviously, but like besides the 0 hour, like everything got 15 minutes at least.
Oh yeah, there was no
except for the women's match, it only got like 8. So I mean, could have given that probably a little bit more time, especially with only being the only women's match on the show. I'm not one of those like, the women would be on everything, but like for one match to get 8 minutes is kind of fucked up.
Yeah, that's fair. At
Like,
least give it 10.
They should have gotten more time.
Double digits, something.
But yeah. So after that, we have the trios match, the no holds barred 6-man tag, where the Acclaimed are now the trios champions.
And I told you before the pay-per-view that I knew one of the tag belts were going to change hands, and I just couldn't make a decision on which one, so I just went safe and said they were both retaining.
Didn't either.
Literally after the tag team title match retained, I was like they're winning. Like the Acclaim's winning, and I'm mad I didn't stick with my gut and choose the Acclaim, but
yeah, I'm not. And
I was scared.
I think this was another one that I probably would have just stayed for All Out.
I agreed as well. I think
it was earned.
Could have done another week of build.
It was earned though. They've built up to this for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Even before the two of them were together, they were doing Acclaimed in trios. They were saying they wanted the trios belt. So it's been a long enough story. They earned it, but I would have waited a little bit. But we'll see what happens. Maybe there's a reason.
And good for Billy. Billy looked good.
You know, that's the other thing too. Okay, so I know they
badass.
yeah, you know what though? I know they couldn't get his music, but like that was nothing.
If you're gonna present him as badass Billy Gunn, at least do like the generic, like what was it, the one Billy Gunn or something?
Yeah, there's
like something different from whatever the Acclaim stuff was.
Like whatever. I mean, yeah, whatever. Just
I get it, changing attitude, but that's not enough.
Different.
No, I agree.
And now it's time for the main event: MJF versus Adam Cole.
So good.
It was amazing. Awesome. Loved the fake outs, loved the build up with putting the shirts on, and then when they came off, they kind of betrayed the tag team a little bit.
Right, just like ripped off the shirts.
MJF was right away, and then Cole stayed on a little bit longer. That little detail is obviously great.
Yeah, but Cole's the one who ripped off MJF's.
Oh.
MJF didn't take off his own.
Well, yeah, true. I guess he's trying to make him shed his own.
Yeah.
Make him look that way. No, it was great, and I'm glad that like there was no like the swerve is no swerve. Like, keep this going. Great main event. Yes, Harley. See, we agree.
No, 100%.
I even love that they did the 5 more minutes, and they were like, no
10 minutes.
You don't deserve 5 more minutes.
Win.
Yeah, which is great because like again, it goes off the no match. So they're still playing with everything. I don't know how much longer they can get away with it though. Like the story, because it's hot. It is very hot, but like.
Well,
I don't think they can go to full gear with this.
Who turns heel?
I mean,
because MJF's having a great, like surprisingly great run. I don't think they expected him to get such a babyface reaction. I think.
I mean, all signs point to Cole still, but I still want it to be MJF.
Harley says Cole.
Yeah, I just don't want to see it. I'd rather MJF stay the heel.
Did I say this to you that there is like a small chance that I think Cole might be like the leader of the new little faction with Strong and Kanellis and stuff?
Yeah, no, and I wouldn't hate it. I don't know. Because
the only thing that's really bothered me is how Strong has been like a jealous little ex-girlfriend this whole freaking time.
They're leaning into it.
And I know they're leaning into it a lot, but like last week when he did the stupid hug, or 2 weeks ago when he did like, oh, Cole, like MJF made fun of me and I'm going to go hug these 2 guys and watch the back. I'm like, all right, now you're hamming up a little too much, where I'm starting to think like there's something more behind this than just like Roger Strong actually being butthurt about like not being the best friend anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you know what it is? I have no problem with Cole going heel and going with them. I guess I just don't want to see the babyface MJF just yet. That's my thing. I feel like...
But we're already seeing the babyface.
Yeah, but like full on like abandonment of it, I don't know.
But well, that's the other thing. He's never going to full on abandon it. Like his thing's always going to be like, I'm your scumbag, all this kind of stuff. So like, he's always going to be like a tweener, but like this will be the babyface side of it.
I guess just something about it is just off for me. At least
no, that's fair.
Creatively, I don't know. But yeah, so that was the show. And I think...
No, I loved it. It was great. The scrum, the post-media scrum I think was really well done. Showing just MJF and Adam Cole kind of being together and on the same page, and like it not being breaking up the tag team was really good. And then just their scrum was hilarious, just the way they were going back and forth and stuff. They set up a lot of matches for Dynamite and All Out, which was also pretty cool.
Yeah, well, just one for Dynamite, but still, that plays into All Out.
Mm.
So, excuse me. I guess now is the time to talk about
Your stunner of the week.
No, well, not really the stunner. No, the big.
No, that was the Terry Funk Hardcore match.
Yeah, no. I guess the big elephant in the room with our CM Punk Jack Perry story.
Yeah, just like another annoying situation where great pay-per-view, Punk had a great match, and then afterward Punk did something, and I don't know whose fault it is.
So Jack did something first. So let me educate the chat for those of you that don't know.
Yeah, for the record, whenever apparently this happened, I was in Ireland, so I don't know. I don't know what the backstory is. I thought they were literally just arguing about the match that night, and it just started that night. So then before this, we were talking about it, and I'm just like, you know what? Let's save it for the show.
Yeah, so I'm gonna educate him real quick, and any of you in the chat that don't know where this originated from. So about 3 weeks ago at Collision, they were, I guess now we know, they were probably discussing this match, the Jack Perry Hook match. They were backstage. They were discussing the car spot, discussing using the limo, using the glass, and whatever. And Jack was there with like Shivani, the agents, like Sanjay Dutt, Pat Buck, those guys. It was just like them at that point. And Jack was like, "I want to use real glass," and all of them were telling him, "No, it's not safe. We got to use this like protective whatever material we're going to use instead, like not real." And Jack was like, "No," like he was adamant, like he wanted it to look that good. He wanted real glass, blah blah blah.
Interesting.
And everybody was telling him no. These are agents and Shivani. Like, these are high up people that are telling him no, and that should be the end of it.
Yeah.
Jack's not listening. He's saying, "I want it. This is what I'm doing."
I wonder how Hook feels about that as well.
So yeah, that too. I don't know what Hook had to say, but either way. And again, this is all with the word, who knows if it's even the truth, but either way.
Word on the street.
So I guess either someone went to Punk or word got to Punk or he was nearby and somebody asked him to go weigh in to like help like convince Perry not to do the glass, blah, blah, blah. So Punk went over, tried to talk to Perry. Perry got really pissed. They got into an argument and then Perry was asked to leave the arena that night.
Jesus.
So this was like 3 weeks ago.
All right.
And so during the match, they do the spot, and after they do the spot with the glass, Jack Perry smacks the windshield or whatever, looks in the camera and goes, "That's real glass, motherfucker. Cry me a river."
Oh, you know what? As you say it, I do remember that scene. I do remember him saying that, and I was confused.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, real glass, cry me a river." Clearly talking either to Punk or everybody else that was like giving him shit.
Yep.
So that probably pissed off. And again, you got to remember, this is the last match of 0 Hour. Punk's match kicks off the show. Yep. So they're going to intersect. So from there, Jack went backstage and
Punk's probably like, "You got something to say it to my face."
Different versions of the story, but basically everyone's leaning on saying that Jack started it, and then Punk tried to finish it, and some are saying he put him in like a chokehold or a headlock, and Punk did to Jack, and from there Jack was asked to leave immediately, Wembley, and from what I heard, Punk wasn't, and then eventually later on left on his own accord.
That's so crazy.
So it's like between like all of that, and then also the travel stuff, which if no one's really heard about,
that's so.
The short version is that Punk's travel into London got all messed up. And he was basically left abandoned and stranded at the airport, had to find his way to his hotel. His car wasn't there. No one was there to meet him. And he had to take a public transit with all the fans and people. And just then it came out that the travel agent, is close friends and works on BTE, close friends with the Bucks. He was liking anti-Punk tweets. it's all just even talking about it right now, I just want to like lay down and go to sleep. Like it's just I'm over it. I love Punk, I love AEW, and it's really a shame. And I'm at the point.
Shit's gotta stop.
I'm at the point where like
it's gotta stop.
Honestly, like Tony Khan's got to start firing people. I don't care who it is. Like, and honestly, I even hate to say it. I can't believe I'm saying it, but I'm really at the point where it's like, you know what? Fine. All you fuckers don't want him there. You want him out. You win. Punk, come back to WWE. Get rid of him.
All right.
If y'all don't fucking want him there, you lost Cody. You're gonna lose Punk the same fucking way. He's gonna find his way back there, and he's gonna give them all the money and all the income, all the revenue, all the eyes. It's just frustrating. I'm over it.
That's very.
I'm fucking
fair.
done. Like
No,
you got to stop being the nice guy, Tony, and he has to fire people. Fire the travel agent. Fucking suspending ain't doing shit. People are gonna find their way back, and it's gonna happen again. So I'm fed up with it. I'm tired. I want to just be able to enjoy watching wrestling and not be like even
what's going on backstage.
Even yesterday, I'm watching the pay-per-view. I specifically didn't open Twitter until like maybe an hour in, and the first thing I saw was the Punk and Jack Perry fight thing, and I was like, well, I was enjoying the first hour. And then all that fucking, I'm like, here we go. Another news cycle of bullshit. So
yeah, I don't think I even started. And someone texted me and they were just like, did you hear about this? I was like, oh, man. Like,
really? Your friends got to be better.
Well, no. They didn't spoil anything. They just texted about the actual fight between Jack Perry and CM Punk.
Fair enough. I was trying not to tell you anything.
No, they didn't spoil anything like that.
Either way, that's my 2 cents.
No, it's very frustrating because...
Fire whoever's leaking. Who's leaking the shit? Fucking stop.
Well, that they're never
done. God damn it! Like,
are you kidding me? They're never gonna figure that out.
There's a way. You got to put the fake shit out there,
and then just see who does
give
it.
everyone different stories. Yeah. Whichever one gets through, hey, you're out. That's it.
No, I agree.
Fucking done. Let's move on.
All right.
Unless you want to talk more about it.
No. I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk anymore about the bad. I'm very happy about the pay-per-view itself, like I said, and I hope All Out is just a good follow-up. I hope that whoever gets suspended doesn't spoil our Grand Slam whenever we get to go, whenever that goes.
I told you, I swear to God, if Punk's not at Grand Slam, I'm going to be legit hot over it. I'm sorry.
It's definitely
I'm sorry. Like it's one thing. It's one thing if last year. God damn it! I told you I wanted to move on. It's one thing if there's an injury and he can't be there, but like if he's legit not there because it's Jack Perry bullshit. Moving on. Okay, we're doing 5 questions. If anyone's here in chat and wants to give us a wrestler, just name any wrestler you want. First person to name any wrestler they want, we're going to answer 5 questions about that wrestler. Last week we did Eugene, so please know Eugene, because we will not answer his.
Yeah, we're not going to do repeats.
You can go watch that stream on YouTube, on our YouTube page for last week. But yeah, by all means, name us a wrestler, any wrestler in chat, and we will talk about them and answer their 5 questions we have. By the way, our 5 questions are: do you like them? Best match, best move, dream match, and have you seen them live? So we'll leave it up to you guys, and we do have some names in the chat already from before, so I think if we don't get anybody dropping us a name, we may just do one of those 2, possibly just the first one, but we'll see. We'll give you guys a minute, hit us with some names, but yeah, we're also going to do, we have a Say Something Nice coming up, and then we're going to end it with our all-out predictions as well as our Payback predictions for this weekend. We have 2 pay-per-views coming up this weekend.
But not 2 full cards, which is annoying.
Yeah, but I think this is the first time, besides maybe a Saudi show on like a Friday or Thursday, like we're getting a WWE and an AEW pay-per-view the same weekend, that's 2 days in a row. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Not including NXT, so it's going to be pretty nuts for a Labor Day weekend, so I'm excited for it. But
that's true.
All right, so let's move on to our 5 questions, and I guess we're gonna do Mr. James Ellsworth, or would you rather?
No, we got one.
Oh, Goldust. All right,
Ooh,
there we go.
Goldust. So we're gonna go with Goldust, and not any other version of Goldust.
No, you can include them all if you want. I mean,
any version. All right.
Yeah, I mean, are any of these? I mean, it's the best match. Whatever.
That's what I'm saying. So it should
whatever
be Goldust's best match.
Whatever you want. These are good vibes. We're doing positive vibes. All right, well, you can do what you want. I'll do what I want.
That's fair.
There you go.
All right, so
do you like them?
I did like Goldust the character. The only part I wasn't too crazy about the like 1 year of him, Luna Vachon, him being like a sex slave kind of thing. That was a little strange. but every other version of Goldust I really, really enjoyed. Just from an early childhood, he was just one of those like eccentric characters. So like I got kind of hooked on him right away.
So you liked every other version of Goldust. You
Goldust.
even like the Goldust.
Unfortunately, as messed up like back then, I did. It was weird because Booker T just played into it so well.
For those of you that don't know,
Booker T's reactions killed me because it wasn't a mental illness thing.
He got electrocuted.
Why I felt like it was okay to laugh.
He got electrocuted and he had like Tourette's and shit for like months.
Yeah.
It was terrible. I hated that. That was dumb. But
I only liked it because Booker T just would crack so many times.
Yeah.
Like he even said that he would try to make Booker T crack, and like you could tell on screen.
I am. That was Goldust.
That was Goldust.
You should look up Goldust. I guess Goldust Tourette's. It's probably gonna bring it up. He got electrocuted in a tag match, and as a result of the electrocution, for the weeks and months to follow, he had a gimmick where he would just be, and just start fucking like spazzing out and doing shit like that. And then Booker T would basically laugh just like this.
See, literally, as you do it, it cracks me.
So, either way, my answer, do I like Goldust? Yes, I like Goldust. I don't like that version of Goldust, but as a whole, I do enjoy Goldust and Dustin and all of them. Yes. Best match from Goldust. I'm going to just go with Shucky Ducky. Ooh. Ducky. It's not my Shucky Ducky moment, but I'm gonna go with Dustin versus Cody at Double or Nothing. That's the first match that came to my mind just now thinking about it. I can't really think of too many. If I had to pick a Goldust only match, I'd probably just go with the Piper, the Backlot Brawl thing they did.
Really?
I mean, I can't really think of
Goldust only. Definitely going with Goldust and Cody winning the tag team championships. That was a great match for them.
I don't think I was watching during that time.
That's fair.
You have to remember, I was in and out a lot.
Yeah.
Either way, best move.
Shattered Dreams. Not even a question.
That's dope. I mean, I kind of liked when he went down on his knee and did the uppercut.
Yeah.
That was cool too. Might have killed his knees, but I like that one.
Yeah, no, but the turnbuckle one's also really fun.
Dream match. A dream match for Goldust. He fought a lot of people, so I don't know who I'd go with.
I'm trying to think of someone. I'm trying to think of like a great character for Goldust to like face. Damn, I'm stunned on that one. Dream match for Goldust.
Wow, yeah, I'm thinking here who I'd pick. What about you guys? You guys have any dream matches you want to see Goldust face off against you haven't seen before? What are your dream Goldust matches?
Honestly, I would like to see like 95, 96 Goldust, like the real like movie with Marlena. Was it Marlena? Her name?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, with Marlena as the manager. Love to see that versus like a.
I got mine. Finish. No, finish. I'm sorry. Go finish, Marlena.
No, you threw me off with that. Versus and it might just be because I just looked over and just saw it, but like a cool like Bray Wyatt kind of maybe Fiend almost character.
Okay.
Where like it's just like a really good like character versus character kind of thing. I think that would have been interesting.
Okay. So the one I'd go with, I would want to see Goldust versus Delirious. Now, if you don't know who Delirious is, or if any of you, he was only in Ring of Honor. He was on Impact a little bit, but yeah, I just think if you look, you don't have to look him up now, but if any of you are watching, look up Delirious. If you're not familiar with him, see his look. I think that would be a fun character versus character kind of thing for them to go. Delirious is kind of like barefoot, wears a mask, has all these like little tassels, runs around like gibberish.
No,
and he's just nuts, crazy. So I think the two of them would make for a fun match.
Cool.
Yeah, so that'd be mine. Goldust and Delirious. I'm gonna remember all mine and book like a mega card of dream matches. There we go. All right. Next question: have you seen them live? Yes. I can't remember how many times, but I have for sure seen him live. I've seen him.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him in AEW. I think he fought QT Marshall once on a dark.
AEW. But
Yeah.
even WWE,
No, but
I think I
even
saw
in
him.
WWE, I'm pretty sure I've seen him. I can't remember how many times, but I'm sure I've seen him.
I've definitely only seen him once in WWE, and I forgot what pay-per-view that was, but I went to pay-per-view right before he left for AEW. So
Okay. Well, there you go. That was our 5 questions. Thank you, Harley, for the Goldust suggestion. If you have anybody that, in chat is watching, if you have anybody you'd like us to do these 5 questions for in future episodes, let us know. Let us know in the chat now. We can save it for next week, or join us next week and let us know. We will. This is a new weekly segment we're going to try and do, and we'd love to hear from you. So now we move on to Say Something Nice.
it's a segment I'm always scared of.
And this is the segment where we take our wheel of shit. I can't think of a better word for it. We'll work on that, patent pending. We'll take our wheel of shit of awful talent that we gave to our moderator of wrestlers. We no matter what, we have to say something nice about them. So
These are all wrestlers or figures that we don't like, and for some reason.
So let's see who we got. 3, 2, 1. Oh, god damn it. Really? Back-to-back weeks of fucking shitty-ass divas. Fucking, and it's a GIF, so I have to watch her. At least she didn't do one with her stupid fucking captain's hat.
I
hate that shit.
love it.
I don't know if I can do this one.
Alicia Fox.
I can't do this one.
She got in a fight with Ronda Rousey's husband backstage, and I thought that was hilarious that she was like, I don't care who you are. I'm not, like, I forgot what the fight was about.
Is that on Total Divas? Or just like...
No, that was like some backstage.
Oh.
Let me double check, make sure this is the right one I'm talking about. But I'm pretty sure she's the one who got in a fight because then she got like punished for that.
Oh god. She's the one that got she showed up at a house show drunk.
Yeah.
And I can't.
No, say something nice.
Yeah, I know it says something nice.
Say something nice.
I can't. This is probably the hardest one. Like this is definitely the hardest one we've had so far.
Yeah, she got in an argument with Ronda Rousey's husband. So I was like, awesome. Fuck that. Fuck that guy.
Because at least the other ones, so far the other ones we've had, at least like I know, like okay, they're a half decent person. This one I legit don't like her. I can't do this, Danny.
Gotta. We made an agreement that we would always say something nice.
Fuck. I'm not putting this on right now. I can't think of anything.
You gotta think of maybe a good match or a good moment. Any random moment. You want me to look up best Alicia Fox moments to help you out?
You're gonna get blank file. You're gonna get no results found on Google.
Let's see here. I'm gonna help out my boy. 10 most entertaining matches. Let's see if any of these matches ring a bell in the old John
nothing's
Noggin.
gonna fucking.
Let's see. Mickey James.
I probably
Hell in a Cell.
No, stop. I don't want to hear any of these. All right.
After the first match.
The nicest thing I can say about Alicia Fox is that she is happily retired now from wrestling, never to be seen again. Good for her. Congratulations, Alicia Fox. Moving on. Okay.
I think you used that already.
No.
For someone else.
No. Are we keeping track of who we've done so far? We should.
He is.
Okay. Either way. All right. So now we move on to our final segment of the night, our all-out predictions as well as WWE Payback. So I figured do
She had a
Payback.
tag team match against Trish.
We've already moved on. I have segued us out of that. So we can get Alicia Fox off the screen now, please. Not to look at her dancing around anymore. Thank you. We are back. We are so back. No! God! All right. So we're gonna start with WWE Payback, and what we're gonna do here is we're gonna try something a little different with Matt's predictions since he's not here, not able to make them in advance. We are going to
yeah.
We're going to make Matt's picks for him based on how we legit think Matt would do it. And then once he's back, we will consult with him and we'll go off the honor system and see how close we got it right. And we'll count them towards the record.
I agree.
So here we go. So starting with WWE Payback, I'm going to just go in order that I have them. We can go from there.
Do you think?
Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus in a cage match.
Yes.
I'm going Becky.
Yeah. Go ahead. You can start.
I'm going Becky. I think this is it. This is the feud ender. Has to be, at least after everything. I love the story. It's gone a little bit too long. I know a lot of people are hating on it, but this has got to be Becky winning in the end.
No, I think the story is good. If this was on Raw, I would say Trish, but since it's on a pay-per-view, I'm going to say Becky as well.
And as for Matt,
I honestly think he would say Trish.
I do too.
I really think Matt would say Trish.
So again, we have to keep in mind Matt doesn't watch at all.
Yeah.
He just goes off what we tell him. So I feel like he's gonna go with Trish.
I agree.
All right. Next one, we have Seth Rollins defending his title against Shinsuke Nakamura. Love it. I think it's gonna be great, but I'm going with Seth. I don't think they're gonna go off of Seth to Shin. If they didn't do it with Finn, they're not gonna do it with Shin.
I agree.
This will get Shinsuke over, but I think it's Seth.
I agree. For anything, I think this is gonna be one of those things where they make this a long feud, and this is just the first
at least another
match.
Month.
Yeah,
by Survivor Series, it'll be over.
I don't think Shinsuke's winning necessarily, but he's still gonna go over in a way where it's gonna continue. So.
Yeah, and I think Matt would go.
So Seth. I think Seth wins also.
I think Matt would go Seth as well. I don't think he would go to Knock.
No, I do too.
Next one we have is Rhea Ripley defending against Raquel Rodriguez. Where's it Gonzalez now? It's Rodriguez, right? Yeah. I don't even know which one it is. She changes it. I think it's Rodriguez.
I think it's Rodriguez.
Again, should be fine as long as they give it a decent amount of time. Rhea. I think Rhea's going to retain.
She just hasn't had enough matches to not
Yeah.
She has to retain.
Yeah, I think it's Rhea.
She has to. I think Matt would also say Rhea.
Probably, yeah. I don't think
he knows. I was gonna say, does he know who Raquel Rodriguez is?
I'm sure he might. I just don't think he has any invested interest in her. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio defending the U.S. title against Austin Theory in his rematch from losing it.
I really don't know for this one. I'm not gonna lie.
No, it's Ray.
You think so?
I think Ray's keeping it. I think Ray's keeping it. I think it's early on in the reign. I think they just got off Theory, and Santos is going to play into it later. So
I just don't know if they're going to do that hot potato thing, because since it's a pay-per-view and they don't have the WWE Championship on it, maybe they try to do something with like a title change really quick, but doubt it. Do you think he would say Theory?
Wait, who are you going with?
I'm going to go with Ray.
So you're going with Ray?
Yeah.
I feel like he would. He doesn't like
Ray. Right? Because he literally hates Ray that much.
Yeah, I think he's going to go with Austin Theory.
That would be so funny. And we have Miz and LA Knight.
I mean, they could go Miz just to piss everybody off, but I think that time has passed. I think we're officially on the LA Knight Ascension tour.
Agreed. Do you think Sal would say LA Knight?
Especially with Cena coming around. I think so.
Yeah, right.
I think he would say LA Knight, yeah.
No reason for it. I do think Gunther versus Chad Gable is probably going to be added tonight.
Well, it probably was already. We don't even know yet, but we'll see later.
So just like the all-in predictions, these are subject to change. We're going to have until Saturday before the pay-per-view to change them. Any matches that get added, we'll just update you guys next week. No big deal.
For what it's worth, I don't think I'm changing any of those WWE
No,
ones.
neither do I.
I usually feel pretty confident with those because they don't really tend to go too long.
Yeah, Tony Khan fussed with us. That's the problem.
Yeah. So now on to AEW All Out, which takes place the night after WWE Payback.
What a segue.
And we're going to start off with the TNT Championship. Luchasaurus defending against Darby Allin.
I would love for Darby Allin to win,
but
it's gonna be Luchasaurus.
You think Lucha?
I think Lucha.
Wow. I think Darby.
You really do?
I think he's so hot right now, and I think that I love Luchasaurus. I wish he was doing more with the reign. I get this is the point with Christian being Christian, but
I think that's why though. I don't think Christian's given up that belt yet. I don't think they've done enough with the reign and Christian being the pseudo champion.
I wouldn't be shocked, but as of right now, I'm going with Darby winning it. I think he's earned it. I think he's been killing it the last month or two with all these stories.
It's so funny how WWE we're always in sync, and AEW, me and you are always like, ah.
But again, I can go either way on that one.
No, for sure.
I feel like I'm going to stick with Darby there.
Because I want Darby to win too, so in my head it's like, like Darby.
So now next up we have
Wait, what's Sal going to pick?
I
think Sal would pick Christian and Lucha. I know. Does he like Darby?
I think he does. I'm pretty sure he does. I think he would go with Lucha. I think he would go with Lucha.
All right.
Probably.
That's one where I'm not sure. All right.
Yeah.
Next match.
Miro versus Powerhouse.
It's gonna be so good. What do you got?
So, this one will probably change, but I have a feeling that this match is going to be a time limit draw.
Oh, wow.
So that is my pick. I don't think there's going to be a winner. And if not time limit draw, like a double count out DQ, just a non-finish.
Any non-finish.
You can write draw.
No.
Yeah.
Non-finish.
I don't think there's going to be a winner. I do have in parentheses as of right now. If I had to pick gun to my head, like if you made me pick one, I was going to say Miro. But if I change it, I'll let you know. But put down draw. I don't think there's going to be a winner.
I put non-finish.
Okay. I don't think there's going to be a winner. I think they're going to go the limit. They're going to beat the shit out of each other. I think they're going to end up as a tag team. I'm just trying to think where this is going to go, the two of them. And I think that, because they keep talking about redemption, I think they're going to beat the hell out of each other, find it within, and they're going to become a tag team. Just fuck shit up.
Wow.
That's where my head is.
All right.
So
I'm going to go with Miro on this.
Okay.
I just think that he needs a big win. This is his first like real feud comeback, so like I think unfortunately Hobbs is gonna be the fodder to him. But now I kind of like that whole idea, and I hope they do that tag team idea.
That's literally just in my. I don't think I've seen anybody saying it either. Like it's just in my head.
No, not I haven't heard that at all.
Tony, you can have it. Friend of the show.
Use it, man, and then come on the show.
And then as for Matt, I feel like he would probably say Hobbs. I don't know how much of a Miro guy he is.
I do think so as well.
I feel like he would say Hobbs.
I was thinking that also.
And next up, we have Ruby Soho versus Chris Statlander for the TBS title. Especially after what happened this past week with Saraya. I mean, even before then, I thought it was easy. I think this is a stat retain. I don't think she's losing it here, especially to Ruby, especially now that Tony doesn't have a belt and Saraya does. All that will do is cause dissension amongst them. So.
Well, they already have dissension.
But there will be more because the two of them will both lose their title matches and Saraya will have her title.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. It gives them both a reason.
No, I think Statlander's win this anyway. I think they're just ramping up her little title reign. So.
Yep. And I do think Matt would go with Statlander as well.
Yeah.
Sure. I do not think he will pick Ruby Soho.
No, I think he likes Statlander a lot. Omega versus
Takesha.
This is I think the hardest one for me.
Yeah.
These last two are pretty hard.
Yeah, as of right now, I'm gonna go with Takeshita. Omega makes the most sense to win it, get his win back, but they're in Chicago. I think they're gonna play with it. I think they're gonna, keep it going a little bit longer.
No, I agree with you.
Especially now that I know the whole Omega thing.
Yeah.
I just think Takesha's gonna get the win.
No, I agree. I think it's just the start of the feud. This is gonna be the first match. Like I think it's gonna be a little bit longer of a feud, especially with the Don Callis family or whatever. So
yeah, I
think Takesha definitely gets the win here. I think it might be the match of the night. Like I think they're really gonna try to put on like a crazy good match.
Especially if there's no Punk now.
Was he ever gonna be on it though?
Shut up. I feel like Matt would probably go Takeshita too. I'm not sure though. I'm trying to guess how he would go here.
Yeah, I don't know if he'd go Omega because he likes the heels a lot.
I mean, still, I think he would go with Takeshita.
And the last match depends on Dynamite technically, so we're kind of making two predictions. But I think OC goes over on Dynamite.
Yeah.
And then...
So I'm going to say I'll make it easy since it seems like you're still thinking about it. The way I see it, I look at Orange Cassidy in 2023 the same way I look at Roman Reigns in 2023. Until he proves me wrong, I am not going to pick against him. Orange Cassidy is going to retain against Jon Moxley.
I mean,
he wins all the time.
I fucking love Orange Cassidy, good. So I want him to win. So I'm gonna pick Orange Cassidy. I'm gonna be shocked if they put him over Moxley clean. That's the thing. So I don't know how they're gonna try to do it.
I mean, listen. It's been obvious they've been building to the story between the two of them for a while. I really, really, after all this time, don't think Mox is the one that should get it.
He can't.
He can.
I mean, no, he can, but he should. Yeah, he should.
I think you kind of. Yeah, just somebody else should. I would rather Yuta get it than Mox. Just I'm thinking about putting somebody over and Mox.
No, for sure.
Mox winning it ain't gonna do nothing really for.
Yeah, he's not gonna defend it every week. It's not gonna be the same time.
Title doesn't need elevating, so I don't know. I think Cassidy retains.
It's just gonna be just like the cap on a hell of a week as he just did Stadium Stampede. Then he's gonna beat Penta.
Well, they've been doing this for a while, beating him up, beating up his body and all the tape and stuff. And I don't know if you've heard it. They said it on Rampage and Collision this week, but they've been building up how his Orange Punch.
Oh yeah.
Isn't as effective as it used to be. I used to knock people down. Now it just stumbles them. So would I be shocked if Mox won? No. I just think that they could, after all this time,
No, he shouldn't be the one to beat him, but
It should be someone better.
I'm just so curious to see how they played out. And Mox has no problem putting him over. He's proven that in the past that he'll put people over. So
Yeah.
I'm not concerned about that at all.
So
Just be a big match.
As for Matt, though,
I think he'd pick Mox.
probably.
I think he'd pick Moxley, to be honest with
He
you.
probably would.
He's that kind of guy.
Yeah, and I think that's all we know so far. Obviously, more will be coming in the next few days. We will add to our picks and we will share them once we have our results next week. You can join us. So next week we will be discussing the results from All Out as well as Payback. And as for the rest of the show, it is going to be TNA/Impact themed because next week we celebrate 1,000 episodes of Impact over the years.
That's crazy.
So we figured it'd be good to take all of our weekly segments and we're going to center them around Impact and TNA history. So definitely be sure to tune in and hang out with us. And
Also helps that Matt's not here for next week. It's I think his last week he's not here.
yes, next
So we
week
should
will
be
be the
back
last
in 2
week of just
weeks.
Danny and myself. And then we will be back at full strength the week after that. So good time to talk about Impact because Matt knows nothing about Impact.
And then also some things we have on the agenda for the next few weeks, just to kind of spill the beans there to get you guys a little hyped. And to let you guys know whatever ideas you guys have, throw in the chat, send us messages. We're definitely down for anything. We got some requests for a Rey Mysterio Appreciation Night after how my two fellow guests shafted Rey in the greatest of all time bracket. So due to popular demand, because of what they've done, we're going to do a Rey Mysterio Appreciation Night. We're also going to be doing a Best of Kane tournament. Some guests felt that Kane was unfairly
Eliminated.
And I would say more he was unfairly ranked. And, he probably would have made it past the first round if he was ranked against a lot of other people. Thank you, Spectrum. Woo Ray.
Don't look at me.
I mean, you're one of the ones who voted against Ray. So
I stand by my decision.
That doesn't change
Nigel McGuinness is a better
the fact of what I just
wrestler than Rey Mysterio.
Anyway, so we're going to have a Best of Kane
Nigel
tournament.
McGuinness.
Get out of here. We're going to have a Best of... really quick. I thought Nigel McGuinness was going to do some promo against Danielson when he went out to do the fan announcement. And when he didn't, I was so disappointed. But regardless.
Mercedes Moné. She's coming. She's coming, baby.
She has to be. She's
coming.
That was... They put so much screen time on her. She has to be.
Grand Slam. Let's go.
That would be dope.
I'll die.
That would be dope. So yeah, Best of King tournament's also coming up. We think we got about a field of 16. I believe we got
16 Kanes
16 different
throughout
Kanes.
history.
Or just 16 different Kanes.
Yes.
So we'll see how that goes as well. But yeah, those are the few things we have coming up. So please keep following.
Yeah, or don't, whatever. No, I do though, because we're at 42, 43.
We would really like more followers.
And we're trying to hit 50. If we had 50 followers, we get lifetime supply of McDonald's, courtesy of Roman Reigns, and Hulk Hogan will buy us a new studio.
A new studio.
Yeah, we're gonna have to move to Minnesota though.
Just for 50 followers, that's all it takes.
Yeah, listen, the ball's low for Hogan these days. But yeah, we'd really love to hit that 50 followers so we can become affiliated. We can have more fun with you guys in chat and offer you guys some more in return. And again, we can move to Minnesota.
For sure. Sign us off.
Yeah.
All right. Once again, join us next week. Hope to see you guys next week. Should be another good show.
Yeah, guys. Thanks. Maybe I get to do the intro next time. Bye. Have a beautiful time.